Greetings and welcome to the Digital Banker Newsroom. I'm your host, Mobashir Kazmi, Head of Research at the Digital Banker. And today we have with us Danielle Mazzurco, who is Senior Manager, North American Corporate Card Products at Bank of Montreal. Joining her is Danny Morrow, who is the Chief Product Officer and co-founder at Extend. Danielle and Danny, it is a pleasure to have you both on the newsroom. Firstly, many congratulations on winning the Best New Product Launch by a Bank distinction under our Global Payments Innovation Awards 2024 program. A tremendous achievement indeed. We'll now take a closer look at this award-winning initiative. So starting with you, Danielle, what motivated Bank of Montreal in launching a mobile wallet for virtual cards to clients?
BMO prides itself on being a digital-first bank. Launching Extend for BMO is a big part of that for our corporate card business. In under 5 minutes, without any technical integration required, clients can leverage the Extend for BMO app to issue virtual cards from their existing card program. BMO is very proud to be the first Extend issuer in Canada and the first MasterCard issuer to have mobile wallets enabled for virtual cards. BMO has partnered with Extend not only to launch mobile wallets for virtual cards, but also simplify payments by providing our clients with the ability to leverage our corporate card solution via Extend's integration with SAP Concur Invoice product. Our clients have been asking for the ability to leverage the virtual cards in person. And Danny, this might be a good opportunity for you to talk about the importance of mobile wallet capabilities.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we see Extend virtual cards being used extensively for B2B payment, especially invoice payments for medium-sized businesses. But we know the idea of instantly issuing a digital virtual card and being able to put that into a mobile wallet really unlocks a whole new set of use cases. You enable instant issuance of cards for T&E. You can think about an uncarded employee. You can think about perhaps an interviewee who's traveling in to a company or an intern. Any of these sorts of use cases are really unlocked by allowing an instant issuance of a virtual card and then a push into a mobile wallet.
With mobile wallet and virtual card functionality, BMO is equipping our clients with convenient tools to manage their business and support their ongoing purchasing.
Thank you, Danielle. And Danny, how does the Extend for BMO app enhance financial management, particularly for small to mid-sized enterprises?
Right. So what small and mid-sized businesses really want is to extend the value that they already get from payments they have, payment tools they already have today, especially from the partners they trust. So we allow a BMO cardholder to enroll their existing credit card into Extend, and within 5 minutes, they can send virtual credit cards to whomever they like. This means that they have the power of virtual cards to better control spend, for greater security, efficiency, and flexibility. With a BMO card in Extend, they have incredible control. They can set virtual cards with individual limits. They have exact pay, which means a single-use card for an exact amount. They can set a card for an expiration date to say perhaps this card is good for a month or 2 months, and they can deactivate whenever they want at any time. All of these happen instantly. And every new card that's generated all ties back to the original credit card. That's really the magic of virtual cards. There's also increased both control, security, and visibility. A client can easily reduce fraud and misuse because they have real-time visibility to every transaction as they occur. Most importantly, they never have to share their business card. We know plenty of use cases where folks have a single business card in a desk and they pass that card number around, or it's on a Post-it next to your computer. All of that does not have to be the case if you're using virtual cards. You can give each employee or freelancer or contractor their own credit card number, and it all funnels back to the same underlying funding source. You also have great control and reconciliation. You can track who is spending, where they're spending it. You can reduce the challenges of managing a credit card program at scale. And then let's imagine perhaps you just want to simplify bookkeeping and reconciliation. You may be using pass-through expenses for multiple clients. Before, you might have had to use a spreadsheet to say, all right, this charge belonged to client A and this charge belonged to client B. With Extend, it's easy to instantly make virtual cards and attach them to each individual client. So you can know that for card number 1, that is for client A, card number 2 is for client B. So that really simplifies the reconciliation process. Importantly, we also allow folks to reduce expense reports. You can use reference codes to categorize all of the expenses that you make within the Extend platform. And then you can synchronize those expenses back into various platforms such as QuickBooks and NetSuite. Because you've generated a unique card for every employee, or perhaps every client or project, it's very easy to segregate your charges and close your books at the end of the month. It's key because this solves a lot of different use cases and pain points. It's a very, very flexible product. So you can pay vendors with unique controls and security, meaning you're not lodging your corporate card, the same card number at multiple different vendors, then running into trouble when one of those vendors has fraud. That means you need to replace all the cards. With virtual cards, simple, you could have a unique card per vendor, and you remain in control of how much that vendor can authorize and spend. You can turn the card on and off as needed, or you can set a recurring card that pays a recurring charge monthly. You also have, as I mentioned, complete accountability and visibility over all employee spending in real time. So it's very, very easy to track who's spending what and where. Either that's through a push notification on a phone or through our applications. You reduce cash reimbursements to uncarded employees or contractors. Instead of having them pay out of pocket and paying them back, you can very easily issue them a short-lived virtual card. As I mentioned, subscriptions are incredibly easy to pay for with a recurring card. You can lodge a card, and for, say, a $30 subscription, it can automatically refill to $30 every month. You can very, very easily match reconciliation, match a payment back to a client. You can have individual cards for clients or other pass-through expenses. That's a very, very powerful feature. And you can really match all of your miscellaneous tail spend. So, with medium-sized businesses, a huge amount of the pain is matching that 20% of their tail spend. And how can you reduce that inconvenience and workload? Very easily using virtual cards created on your BMO card with Extend.
Right. Thank you for that, Danny. And Danielle, what value has been unlocked for BMO's commercial clients with the integration of virtual cards into Concur Invoice?
BMO is very excited to be the first issuer to provide virtual card payments to Concur Invoice clients. At BMO, we focus on providing our clients with solutions rather than selling products. We recognize that businesses may have already embraced third-party software solutions like Concur Invoice and don't want to disrupt that. We want to make it easier for our clients to leverage BMO's virtual card as their payment vehicle in the environment that they're most comfortable with and is most convenient for them. We are extremely proud of the rollout of mobile wallets for virtual cards and enabling greater payment management functionality through Extend's integration with Concur Invoice. Clients can now create and send virtual cards to manage payments within Concur Invoice without changing their current process. And then Danny's going to talk a little bit more about that in detail.
So this is the first time that you can use fully embedded virtual cards within Concur Invoice, never having to leave the platform. This means you can take your BMO issued card and enroll in a Concur experience to pay invoices with virtual cards. Once you've enrolled, again, similar 5-minute experience to enrolling in the Extend application, you can submit invoices into Concur. Concur will process those invoices and do all of that Concur magic. And at the end, rather than potentially sending an ACH or a check, they will generate a unique virtual card number, and Extend will deliver that card number to the merchant to settle the invoice. This means it's all in one solution. And as Danielle mentioned, there are plenty of businesses that want a standalone solution, but there are others who've selected Concur as their partner of choice and want to pay invoices with that flow. Prior to this partnership, those users would not have been able to pay with a virtual card and leverage their BMO credit card program. Now with this integration and this first time for BMO, they will be able to settle all their invoices on concurrent invoice with a BMO issued virtual card delivered by Extend. And so what this means now is a whole new payment workflows that can be unlocked within Concur.
Very, very interesting. Thank you, Danielle and Danny, for those terrific insights. We really appreciate your time today for sharing how this partnership is facilitating unique payment innovation. So thank you both, and many congratulations on your win. To those watching, stay tuned for some more great content coming your way through the Digital Banker. Thank you, Danny and Danielle.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure to be on.